Hi, it's Leilani again, and welcome to my backyard. And you're in for another episode of Leilani Drinks the Brown Stuff. And today I want to give a shout out to my friend Avi, who I met several years ago downtown at Nula's, where I worked as a kind of manager, head waitress kind of person, and he came in as a bartender in the evenings. Super cool dude, but he actually gave the shout out to Buffalo Trace Distillery, and so I want to make sure he gets his props for putting their name up for me. Now, I have tried Buffalo Trace. It's been a while, so I'll probably circle around and get back to it and drink it with you guys again. But what I decided to do today, and thank you, Avi, because I ended up looking at Buffalo Trace, and right next to Buffalo Trace at Bevmo for $15, this tiny little bottle, was the White Dog. And I was just like, okay, Avi, we up in Bevmo in our Buffalo stand. I know, it's crazy. But Buffalo Trace go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. White Dog to go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I had to do it all, I'm sorry. We be old schools like that. So tonight, I just want to say we are going to go ahead and get into Buffalo Trace Distillery, and it is the White Dog Mash number 1111.
Not again. Not again. Not again.
Hey, you gotta do it again. It's at least 3 times. No. All right, anyway, I say at least 3 times, so I might throw it in there one more time. What's so cool about Buffalo Trace, besides the fact that they're basically they're the longest continuous distillery running in the U.S. It's been like 200 years. Around 1992, the Sazerac company bought them out from whoever and ended up making it more of a family-owned and operated kind of business. And you know how much I love family and it being just more of a tight-knit kind of a thing. I think with family, there's just this trace of like love and goodness put into each care of everything that they do. So instead of it just being slapped on and thrown out and let's just hurry up and try to sell the stuff, there's just some extra attention given to it, and that's what family is. And right around 2000, they ended up winning like the Whiskey Advocates Distillery of the Year. Now, they were the first American distillery to win this international award. Cool. And they are the most award-winning distillery in the world. In the world. He loves it. Around 2005, the master distiller became Harlan Wheatley, and he's been there ever since. They end up using like this, what do they call it? A 10 screen for their mash purposes of corn. And basically it's 10 and 64th of an inch diameter for the perfect size corn for their mash. Oh my goodness, details, folks. Details, I'm telling you. So besides that, they end up using corn, rye, and malted barley in their whiskeys. They naturally let it ferment for like about 5 days, and they use the Kentucky limestone water. Once again, go Kentucky with your naturalness. I love it. They end up going from beer to vapor to being recondensed, getting into the second still, and what comes out is this really nice clear liquid called the White Dog. And I just want you guys to know that the pioneers back in the day with their traditional methods, from what they say this recipe is, that's how they drank this whiskey, right from the still. So I am basically doing that. I mean, I'm a little bit more comfortable, obviously. I'm in my backyard. I'm sitting at a nice table with a chair. And it's a nice night and I get to be warm. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. We are drinking this whiskey with a recipe of 200 years. How awesome is that? Now, just so that you know, it is 125 proof. 125. Give it to me. And they've got 62.5% alcohol. Okay now. Oh my gosh. I don't want to open up this cute little bottle. Look how tiny it is. It's so cute. But I'm gonna, because I gotta get this whiskey up in me. How are we opening this? Okay, here we go. I like this little seal that people have been doing. It's just a nice little extra added touch. Let's go ahead and open. Oh! It's a different kind of smell. I don't know if that vanilla. I can taste some vanilla. Okay now, let's do it with the clear whiskey. Now I know I usually say brown stuff, but whatever the whiskey is, I'm gonna be trying it. So, it does just smell like, you know what? I used to drink a lot of corn whiskeys. So maybe this mash is a lot more corn, obviously with their screens and everything, but I can definitely, it's very much more prominent than most regular whiskeys, I would have to say. And I do love a good corn whiskey, so it's not scaring me any, and it shouldn't scare you either. Vanilla. I'm trying to sniff it all in, but let's do this because I'm too excited. Oh, 125. Should I? Yes, I should. One was 4. So I wanted to say also what was super cool about Buffalo Trace. I was looking through the website and they had some old-timey photos. And basically on one of their first old-timey photos, there were like 6 black men. And these black men looked proud, like they worked there. And it stirred my soul to see this picture and to see this distillery also put it up and use it and be proud of it, because it is part of their heritage. It is part of their work. Everyone came together to make this company. And then fast forward, and it looked like about maybe in the 1990s, maybe 1980s, who knows, but there's a big group picture again of the distillery. And there is this one black woman and she's sitting there. She didn't look too happy, and I'm gonna have to find her out. That's her story for the day. I don't know what happened. Maybe she just didn't look happy, but she was there, and that's the point. And then as I went into the newer bottling crew that they have 8 women, yo. It makes me want to do the buffalo stance again, but he's not gonna let me. 8 women, and one of them was black. I love it. I just love it. I love a company that celebrates not only diversity, but women as well. So I'm going to drink to that. And fun fact, did you know that Kentucky has more bourbon barrels than they do humans? Okay, Kentucky, do that. Holy crap, there's a sweetness that's different. And there's a burn that's different that I just felt. It's traveling down my esophagus into my tummy. Oh my gosh. Whew. At 125. Come with it, please. But you ain't gonna break me. I'm taking another sip. It's that different smell. That corn, vanilla, and ethanol. I like it. And the second one was just a little bit smoother. I don't know if my body was just like, okay, I'm ready for you now. But it took that and it just allowed it to lay on my tongue, and then it just kind of opened up in this nice kind of sweetness on my tongue. And I like it. I like it. It's really nice, y'all. And I can't, I tried a 151 kind of a rum from Stark Distilleries, and it kind of had almost slightly a similar vibe. But this one, with it being whiskey, the taste is definitely just a little bit more cutting edge of it. But it's so strong. Did you hear that? Because that was my insides. I love it though. I love it. Oh my goodness, so good. So let's go ahead and end this night really nicely. I love the brown stuff I love whiskey though, and this is a really awesome whiskey. For $15, you can not do the woman's pour, maybe do a little less at 125, save you a couple of timings as you go down this bottle, so you save it for a little bit longer. But this whiskey definitely deserves 4 kisses. To Buffalo Trace Distillery. Oh boy. I guess I will try to finish this 125, but you know I will. Enjoy.